Hey there, it's YoBo. Welcome to day 268 of Life According to YoBo. No mess, guaranteed. No stress, you better know it. No BS. I almost said the word. Ain't having it. Thank you for coming back. You can watch my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Let's get right into this message. We are talking about generational curses. We're talking about cycles. Looking in my family, and I can see the way one particular trait has passed from one generation to another. I can see another trait that's passed from one generation to another. The moral of the story is women. It goes back to us. We must be whole before we start bringing children into our lives. I didn't tell you to go to the clinic. I said we must be whole before we bring children into our lives. Oh, just talking and didn't stop my music. That may mean you got to get yourself together before you start having babies. And that may mean you got to get yourself together before you start looking for a relationship, because many times we don't even know what a relationship is. We basing it off stuff we seeing on TV. We want to be like Beyonce. We want to be like Nene. Some of us had the mistaken notion we want to be like Mrs. Cleaver. You know, when I was growing up, those were the shows on TV where you had a mother and a father, and you had the children, and daddy would go to work, and mother would be in the kitchen in her high heels and her pearls and her apron. And when the children came in from school, there would be cookies and milk waiting for them. Women actually watched that stuff and thought that was the real world. They would go into marriage thinking that's the way their life was going to be. That's television. That ain't reality. Another thing we do, we get our daughters these stories, these happily ever after stories. I know I'm about to make somebody mad, but I'm telling you the truth. My daughter didn't read none of that stuff. That's fantasy. That's not reality. There is no such thing as you getting married and living happily ever after. Fairy. Think of the words. Fairy tale. Go stop the video now if you mad. Go on. I don't care. It's still the truth. What's a fairy? Y'all know fairies don't exist. What's a tale? A tale is something that's made up. So now you're basing your life on something that's made up and doesn't even exist. I want my white picket fence. I want to live happily ever after. Well, you better insert yourself into one of those fairy tales. Look, the story always ends when they get married and they live happily ever after. Go see them 2 years later, 3 years later, if that long. Let me get into the message. Ladies, we bring children in the middle of our mess. Why? Because we have the power. Because the law is on our side. Because men are taught that when a woman says no, that means no. You know I can meet somebody online tonight. I can invite him over my house tonight. Ain't nobody here but me and him. Y'all know, when you making a date at 10, 11 o'clock at night, that ain't no date. That's a booty call. So when I invite a man over here at 11 o'clock at night, he's coming over with one thing on his mind. That's where I taught my daughter. When you making dates at 11 o'clock, baby, you better be ready to throw down. If you ain't ready to put out, don't do it. That is a booty call. You sending the wrong message. So what do we do, ladies? I'm telling you, law is on our side. You get this man coming over. He done stopped and got him some condoms. Oh, he ready to get down. I could have a man sitting up in here. We could watch porn for an hour. We could strip butt, booty, ball naked, get in the bed, have foreplay, and the minute he get ready to finish the act, if I say no, the law says that means no. I ain't trying to gross anybody out. I'm just trying to prove a point. Ladies, we have the power. When it comes to a relationship, we control everything. If we say yes, that means yes. We're in control of that. If we become impregnated, we're in control of that. We decide if we're going to have a baby or if we're not going to have a baby. Check it out. We're all for the law being on our side. We're all for having all the power. But once we make a decision that we're going to bring a child into this world and we have not discussed that with old boy, Look, he was coming over trying to hit it at midnight. He wasn't coming over trying to make a baby. Then we have this baby, and we want to force this man into being a daddy. I want you to be there for my child because I didn't have no daddy, and I didn't want my kids growing up that way. Well, you should have kept your drawers up if you didn't want that. We make bad decisions, ladies. I'm talking to us now because it's on us. If it's going to stop, it's going to stop with us. What the Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. We have got to know the truth. Pause this and go get your daughter because I'm telling the truth. We make bad decisions, but we don't realize it was a bad decision till later. Of course, we have our children and we love our children, but we did not know that it was going to play out that way. Even though you look around you, you see your friends, you see your cousins, you see your church members, all these women who are single parents. For some reason, we think, oh boy ain't going to do us that way. He's going to treat us differently. Ladies, why do we make bad decisions and we realize later that it was a bad decision? Because people will present themselves to be whatever we want them to be. How do they know? Because we talk too much. We online, we meeting. What's your name? My name is Yolanda. What's your name? Johnny. Okay, what you like to do? Johnny said, well, I just like to chill. Because men gonna always be vague. Pay attention. They ain't putting all their business out there. Johnny check on, well, what you like to do? Well, I like to go to walks on the beach. I like a man who is romantic. I like a man who is sensitive. I want a man who loves the Lord. I want a Christian man. Okay, but y'all online at 11:30 p.m. and you about to invite him over. Okay, whatever. I want a Christian man. I want somebody who loves the Lord. I think my dog is in the front yard. I got to go check on him, finish this video. But whatever you telling him, you giving him the script. He gonna run all that back to you. He gonna be a man who loves the Lord. He gonna be romantic. He's gonna want long walks on the beach. Everything you said is what he gonna repeat back to you because we give them the script. Men, they just as silly. I want a woman that can cook. I want a woman to keep a clean house. Which you gonna say, oh yeah, I can cook. But see, in his mind, he thinking somebody that could throw down a whole Thanksgiving dinner. You thinking about hamburger helper. Yeah, I know how to cook. Yeah, I could do that. Because we want to be whatever he want us to be. So now we going in. Everybody not bringing the real them to the table. I'm presenting myself as what I want you to think I am. I want to be what you want me to be. He want to be whatever I want us to be. In some cases, it's worse if they make it to the altar because she marrying something that he really ain't, and he's marrying something that she's really not. So when you get these people appearing to be who you want, hold up. Some things you don't have to ask. All you got to do is just take the time, wait and see what they are. As my son says, ignore what he told you. Focus on what he showed you. If he says, this is what I am, I'm a Christian man, don't worry about that. Just wait. Let me just hold my horses and let me just watch and wait and let me see what he is doing. Let me see if he calls me. Now, you know, in the beginning, they going to call because a man knows. Let me just give her what she wants. She will give me what I want. We already know what he wants. You know what you want, ladies. You want him to put a ring on it. But just take your time. Don't pick up the phone and call. Don't be so needy. Don't put yourself out there. Don't think that this is the only man in the world and I got to do this or otherwise I might lose him. If dude wanted you, you wouldn't lose him anyway. If you lose him, he wasn't for you anyway. Ladies, I ain't trying to burst nobody bubble because y'all seem to think that YoBo got a husband and YoBo need to be quiet. I'm just telling you the way a T.I. is. These are some things we must know going into relationships with anybody, not just a man. Everything I'm telling you right now, About men, same thing work. It could be your friend at work. Before you get too chummy and too tight telling all your business, just watch and see. Wait and see how they interact with other people. Listen to their conversations. Are they always mad at somebody at church? Are they always falling out with their sister? Are they always into it with their neighbor? Pay attention. People will present the real them if you just shut up and watch. Baby, that's life according to YoBo. This is day 268. Come on back tomorrow for 269. YoBo trying to help you, honey. Listen, ladies, keep your drawers up, keep your legs closed, because we got to work on getting whole. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye-bye.